Star money draped in gold, we sippin' on success. Diamonds make moves, icy wrists stay fresh. Dating lights flicker, shadows of the best. Click rolling deep, never failing, no test. I'm the man, star money's glow. Diamonds dance, watch them show. Click together, never solo. Ohio's finest, let 'em know. OVO.
What up, what up, what up, what up? We back like we never left. We always here. We always getting this money. We stay prayed up. It's a team of I would say distinguished gentlemen, extraordinary gentlemen, because I was in the LXG at one point in my life. We're the On God podcast. Everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. What I do, two crazy motherfuckers do it on God. Young Money, Bad News, Coach C of Star Money Click, no more rap in the world, BMC for life. Legendary is definitely coming soon. That is 1-5. The other Coach C of Star Money Click, no more producer in the world. Punching Vodka sponsors every show we do. Look at the bottom, read it. Who they taking in the first round? That's crazy. Jimmy 2 times, my brother from another mother. You already know what type of time we on. Yep, it's madness because March Madness is here. It's on point. Let's get to work. All right. So before we get to the March Madness shit, let's step into the NFL world of what just happened. It's a lot of shit that happened. A lot of shit we about to uncover. A lot of shit we about to talk about. And then we're gonna get up out of here for y'all that got lifestyles and gotta go get that money tomorrow, because all three of us gotta get that money tomorrow too. Unless we was off. So fuck you. All right. The first thing I got to talk about is Max Crosby's trade was denied. Mm-hmm. Why? Because of his physical. But the Ravens knew this going into the trade before the Raiders gave them the trade. It's like you knew he was coming off of a surgery. You knew he had just got fucked up in the regular season. Mm-hmm. 1-5, what do we do? Is this not what we do?
Yeah.
So if we do this, that means what the fuck were y'all on? You dropped the ball. But you really dropped the ball because you had a secondary option. But the Raiders, y'all really dropped the ball because y'all was giving up all that shit just to get it all back and be like, oh yeah, we still got Max Crosby. And then he goes online and goes, I'm a Raider, man. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm a Raider, man. I'm a Raider. But before he said he was a Raider, I'm a Raider, he was screaming to all three of us that he didn't want to be a Raider. So it's kind of like up in the air. 1-5. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
This is my question. I'm going to start with you first.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this whole situation, bro?
I feel like he was more hurt than what he thought he was last year when he was crying to come back into the game the last few weeks.
Facts.
I also feel like he kind of knew this was going that way because what he say in his press conference, always Raider Nation. So he had to keep that door open just in case. I just think, honestly, I'm just glad he didn't go to the Baltimore Ravens and we had to see him twice a year. that's
that will be your fucking answer.
Yeah, so
but I respect that. I respect that answer. At least, hey, bro, at least you being honest, though. You being honest.
Yeah.
2 times.
Game over.
What did you think about this situation? Me and you had a conversation about it, but we never got to talk about it live, and now we finally get to talk about it live. Tell the people how you really feel about what the fuck transpired between the Ravens and the Raiders, and then don't go into what they did after this
No,
happened.
I'm not. I'm
We're
not.
just gonna talk about what happened, and then I'm gonna get into what happened after, and then I'm gonna come back to 1-5 about what happened because it's one of his guys, and then we're gonna go from there. Go ahead, bro.
I think what they really did was they was really high on him. It was an arms race. They was trying to get to him before anybody else could.
Yeah.
Then they had
Mhm.
buyer's remorse. They did a little bit of homework, and what we're about to talk about next ended up transpiring. So it's like, for me, I almost feel like sometimes these high priced free agents, people be wanting them and they be in demand so much, and somebody feels like, kind of like, for instance, like when we got Christian McCaffrey. We didn't get Christian McCaffrey because we wanted Christian McCaffrey. We didn't got Christian McCaffrey because we didn't want the Rams to get Christian McCaffrey. So we offered what we offered to get him, and it worked out. Now, it hasn't gotten us a ring, but like I said, sometimes the rich get richer, and you can't do nothing about it. And in this case, Baltimore ain't really rich. They're not broke either, but it was a situation where that could have worked out for them had they just trusted the process and just stuck to their guns. But everything happens for a reason, just like Max Tropi said in his conference, press conference, when he was talking about the aftermath. Maybe this was just meant to be. I mean, it's almost sad because if you just meant to be a Raider, yeah, I would probably go find a bridge and jump off.
But remember, and let me correct you because you said this, but I don't think you meant to say it. He wasn't a free agent. He got traded.
I mean, traded. So I didn't even realize I said that.
That's fine. That's why I'm just correcting that so people don't get you confused on what you were saying. But
well, just like with the free agency and trades, everybody knows this guy was.
It's in the same world.
Yeah.
So let me speak on what I believe, and I think it's really weird, but Baltimore swung for the fences. The Raiders said, "Fuck it." He don't want to be here anyway, so we can go in and get the house for him. They gave them the house. I mean, if you look at what they gave him, it was a house.
Yep.
But the Ravens, I agree with you 2 times. I believe they jumped the gun. I believe they should have waited, let him go through his progression of getting better and healing from his injury. Because at the end of the day, like, the Ravens defense is not ass, but it ain't been great in a while because it has not had a formidable pass rusher. Like, without a pass rusher, even though your back end is okay, without a pass rusher, you can't do shit. And that's an example of the 49ers, which is your team, because when Bosa went down, yeah, your back end was cool enough to do it, but you didn't get no sacks all year without Bosa. Same thing with the Bengals. The Bengals was like, Hendrickson got hurt. You couldn't really deal with it. Your back end was suffering because you don't have no pass rush. Pass rushes in this NFL matter more than any fucking thing now. So I feel like the Ravens dropped the ball. But that's fine. You dropped the ball, you gave it back to the Raiders. All right. So let's jump into the other subject. In the same sentence, the Ravens send Crosby back to the Raiders. The Raiders called the Bengals. But they don't really have to call the Bengals because the guy that they want is a free agent. They signed him for almost the same amount, like $2 million less, but they got who they wanted in Trey Hendrickson. So this is what I'm gonna say to 1-5.
Yep.
Was it a loss, or did you feel like he was already so far gone from y'all organization that I mean, you need to revamp. You need to revamp anyway, but it's like, what do you really, you know what I mean? Like, does it really matter to you? Do you really care?
No, I don't. To be honest, I think Trey Hendrickson's on his last legs. He may have one more good year at that.
He's what is he, 31 or 32, bro?
31.
He's 31.
Yeah. He's over the edge. He's over.
Pass rusher. I wish we would have traded him last year and got something for him, but
facts.
That's not the Bengals saying there.
Not the Bengal way.
Trade.
Not the Bengal way.
Trades too often. Now, would I like him to bring in a Max Crosby? Absolutely. That guy's a stud. He's different. Trey Hendrickson's built like me. You know what I mean? He's not going to last long. Plus, he's been injured a lot. Max Crosby looks like a WWE guy, so he'll be around a little bit longer. He takes better care of himself.
Stop.
So, at the end of the day,
hey, 2 times. He's fucked up. He's fucked up.
But what I think happened, Ravens gave up way too much to get Max Crosby, right? Because
definitely.
Here's the thing: the Raiders drew up so much business for Max Crosby. They had the Cowboys putting in an offer. They had the Eagles interested.
Yeah.
There was a lot of teams interested in him, right? So I think you guys are right. The Baltimore Ravens jumped the gun. They gave them exactly what they wanted, whereas the Cowboys had a couple picks and a player, but it wasn't probably the first rounders that the Raiders wanted, right?
We did the same shit.
What I understand, that was the second best offer. Was the Cowboys was the second best offer.
We was third.
Yeah, the Eagles threw in a player and a few picks also, but yeah, it was buyer's remorse. They got him over there. Who knows if he really felt the physical? You know what I mean? They could have just pulled some shit out of their ass just to send him back to get all that back to be able to sign a guy like Trey Hendrickson, which on paper is not a step under. He's a step above Max Crosby, right? The past few years. I mean, as far as stats go, the eye test will tell you he's not, but, you know, on paper he is, right?
You're right. Yep, I agree.
So I think they got a cheaper option. They get to keep all those assets that they were going to give away for Max Crosby. And in their eyes, they're looking at it as a win. In my eyes, I'm looking at it like, dude might play 6 or 7 games for you this year before he gets hurt. You know what I mean? You could have kept Max Crosby, got 9-10 games out of him and more productive. So,
I don't know.
We'll see.
But I agree with you. We don't know, but I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. 2 times. How did you feel about the trade? The signing, as far as what the Ravens did.
For what Trey Henderson had hurt on him, it's kind of weird because that particular injury, my defensive end had the same injury coming out of Ohio State going into the draft, had surgery, a core muscle injury. So to have it later and then have to come back and and deal with that, that's where you get a lot of your thrust, a lot of your push when it comes to rushing the passer, all that twisting and turning. So it's kind of like a knee. He's gonna have to trust that again. But the funny thing is, you almost got to look at this like a trade between the Bengals and the Ravens, and I'll tell you why. Because my team has mastered the trade, the free agency compensation formula. So basically, letting him walk, and I think the Bengals knew this. The Bengals will mess around and get, because of the size of that contract, a 4th round pick for him. So they didn't lose it for nothing. But I'll be honest with you. Trey Hendrickson, Max Crosby, those guys, you got to give up at least a 2nd rounder for if you're trading for them. Now, if they're just free to go, they can go where it's signed, and then you deal with what you deal with. But I don't know about just letting him walk out the door for what will end up being a 4th rounder that you can't even use until the following season. But that's the Bengals way, I think they did some good things here that we'll talk about here in a few minutes to kind of cancel that out. But the Trey Henderson thing, he should have been gone a couple of years ago, man. I don't even understand that. He shouldn't have been around to even be, because here's for one, if you trade him, you keep him out of your division. Now you got to see him at least twice a year, whether he's in street clothes or a fucking uniform. And he's going to have some fucking, ammunition. He's going to really want to put your quarterback on his ass now, because he feels like, man, I gave you all my best years and you screwed me. You made me play on a 1-year deal. I get hurt, and then I may never recover that money. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a 4-year one. Was it 4 years, 120 they gave him?
118, like 118, 120.
See, we live in the NFL now. Yeah, it's 4 years, 118, but this is what these teams do now. They put voidable years at the end of that, and just like my dude Dre Greenlaw, he signed a big contract last year. He got cut. A lot of guys don't see those in those contracts. So this may fuck around and be 1 year if he doesn't perform. If he has any problems with that core injury or any other problems with something else that causes him to miss half the season and it doesn't work out in Baltimore, his ass will be right back out there on the street again, and that's a damn shame.
Now listen. Now I'm gonna say this to you, and this is why I stand with it. I told you this the other day. You harped on Hendrickson. You harped on his injury. He has not played. He is more healthy now than he's been in 2 years. He has set more than he's been on the field.
Mhm.
What he's going to give Baltimore is what the Bengals got from him when he was the man. And the reason why is because that's how it always happens. You leave a team, you go to another team, you're not happy. Now you go here, you in motherfucking la la land, you're on your honeymoon. You're playing on a different level. I will not be surprised when they play the Bengals if he sacks Joe Burrow in both fucking games that they meet in a year. I ain't gonna say he's gonna sack him 4 or 5 times. I'm just saying, if he sacked him in both games in Baltimore and in Cincinnati, I will not be surprised because he's waited on this. You don't know what he was doing when he was hurt. You don't know how healthy he was getting. You don't know what he was working on. That's why I'm saying that. But I get what you're saying with the injury. But when you just sit out that long, man, you got a lot of miles on you that's off of you because you like, shit, I'm posted, bro. I can't wait. I'm just give me where I want to go. And then you know his mindset his mindset might be better. Shit, I'm in a new organization. Fuck it. Did the Bengals lose out? No, because the Bengals had a good offseason. This is one of the best off seasons I've seen the Bengals have in a long time.
Actually,
that's why
fucking shocked.
Yeah,
I'm
not
actually
knocking
shocked.
the Bengals. I'm not knocking them for doing that. They're getting younger. They're getting younger and they're getting hungry. All right, so I'm gonna move on. Dolphins send Minka Fitzpatrick to the Jets for a 2026 7th-round pick. I'm not really gonna get into all that. I'm just throwing this out there. I know the guys don't really give a fuck because we know Fitzpatrick has been, for the last 3-4 years, he's been getting moved around since Pittsburgh because I think he's on the way out of his career is going. All right.
Yep.
Rashawn Gary to the Cowboys for a 2027 4th-round pick. Man. You're adding him to that defensive line. They got a nice defensive tackle, Quentin Williams. That's fine. But Rashawn Gary at Green Bay this past year, he was he's getting older. So we got to stop acting like he's so great. Because on the national media, when they talk about Rashawn Gary, yeah, he's going down. When they talk about Rashawn Gary going to them, they're like, the Cowboys are doing so great in the offseason. Like, Rashawn Gary's getting older, bro. He's not getting younger.
Yeah, how many Packers do they need down there?
Exactly. All right. Now, that's the question I do have for y'all. Kenneth Walker signs with the Chiefs. 1-5. How we feel about that?
I think that's a good move for him. I mean, I think he's
too.
Pacheco, but you know, with him and Pacheco both in the backfield, you know, rotating in and out.
Pacheco's gone.
Is he gone?
He hit the Lions. We'll get into that. Go ahead. You good.
He's a step up from Pacheco anyway.
For sure.
I like the move. I like the move for Walker a lot too because he'll be the. You know what I mean? We'll see.
And they haven't had a main running back since your boy got shipped out after that bullshit that happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? 2 times? The one motherfucker that came back. They came back. He there.
Shit.
Damn,
I can see his. I can see his. Yeah,
Man,
I can see his face. I can't think of his name though.
Remember, he got in trouble and he had.
Yeah, I know.
He was great.
Because he went to Cleveland and came. He went to Cleveland.
Yeah, with Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt.
So they ain't had a back since Kareem Hunt, but he's better than him because remember, he's a Super Bowl MVP. He's the truth. Kenneth Walker's still young, and he runs like a monster. I think it's an upgrade. 2 times, what you think about that shit?
I think it's a good move. But see, here's the thing. the Chiefs are revamping their line, and he was running behind a pretty good one. I would say a better one in the league. And that was part of Kansas City's problem last year because they couldn't even keep people off Mahomes' ass.
The last 2 years is their problem.
Yeah, so we'll see if his production is the same or better or worse when the season comes up. I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I wish the man well. You know, at least he ain't in Seattle with the Shithawks. You know what I'm saying? But hell, I really didn't want to see him going to Kansas City. I like it when Kansas City is on the canvas, and this is part of their shipping people out, getting some people in there. And it's the last thing you want to do. A former champ getting back in the ring and trying to reclaim glory. So it's a good move, like I said. But normally with a Super Bowl MVP, when they leave the team that they just won the Super Bowl with and go somewhere, they normally don't do shit. So
I think it's a good move. I think you got to remember too, they got old boy back at offensive coordinator.
Bieniemy.
I think that's going to help it. I think he's going to fit real good in that offense. So that's just how I feel. Tua signs with Atlanta, 1 year deal. I'm not surprised. I still think they're going to. I don't want them to let him start over Penix, but because he has played, I have a funny feeling they're going to do that.
And I think they're set up for it too because they're both left-handed.
Yeah,
that was another reason they brought him in was so they didn't have to switch things around. But,
and he might not be ready for the start of the season anyway. So
yeah, I don't think Penix is going to be ready for the start of the season because of that. But I think it's Tua's job to lose down there, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, and then now they got an identity. They know they're going to run first. So, and I'm happy they're doing it because Bijan Robinson is a fucking problem. Remember I said that he's a problem.
Need to see Tua in the thriller no more.
Right. So my Eagles we lose Reed Blankenship to Houston, 3 years, $24 million. I'm not mad about it. He's getting older, and his speed level is not high enough to play safety in a defense like I have because we're really corner heavy. So I'm not really mad about that. Shaheed back to Seattle, 3 years, $51 million. I will say this about Shaheed: you deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the shit you did in New Orleans.
Balled out.
And then you coming over to Seattle and you still kept balling to put you there with Kupp, the tight end, and JSN. Like you're good. Like you're good. Like just stay where you are. You really, I'm be honest, you're a great number 2. Like for real. Like you're really a great. You're not a number 1, but you will be a great number 2. Mm-hmm. Rico Dowdle. He went to the Steelers, 2 years, $12 million. Yeah, I think it's a good pickup for the Steelers. I think it is. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's probably the sneakiest one of the whole free agency.
Because Gainwell is getting older. Gainwell's nice, but he's older. And Rico balled out in Tennessee for real. Even though he was fucked over because they had a sorry ass team, he still had good numbers. He had good numbers. How do we feel? And one fact, you brought this up, but you didn't know he was gone. How do we feel about Pacheco in Detroit backing up Gibbs?
I don't like it at all. They needed a big Montgomery to complement him.
Okay.
They didn't bring in another skinny guy.
2 times, what you think?
I think it was a desperation move. I don't think he fits what they do, but he was the best they could find on the free agency market because Kenneth Walker was out of their price range because there's no point of bringing him in. You already and Gibbs is there. That makes no sense. It's like it would have made more sense for them to hold on to Montgomery, but I get it. Sometimes
Montgomery had 2 good years. He needed some money.
Yeah,
you know what's funny? I'm surprised he didn't go back to Chicago. I'm surprised.
Yes, too. I thought he was going back to Chicago, but what made sense for me for the Lions was just draft a running back in this year's draft. Draft somebody.
I think the Bears like Herbert and Swift though.
I think they do too. But this is the thing. Remember, like I think the problem with the reason why we all agree that it's a weird fit is because Gibbs is he's gone. He's gone. And Pacheco runs like this.
Right.
He's gone. So you don't have a power back. And that's what 1-5 is saying. Without a power, you don't have a third down back for real. So now you're going to make Gibbs a third down back. Now 1-5, the fact you said that, you know what I'm thinking now? Injury.
Yeah.
Injury for Gibbs. Because you're going to force him to go on third down, and he's not really a third down back, man.
You don't want to overplay him. You don't want to put him in bad situations.
You know where Pacheco would have been good at? 2 teams, and they're both in your division. I could have seen him with the Commanders, and I could have seen him with the Giants. Him and Scottaboo.
Yeah. Now I don't disagree. I can see that. But no, I'm gonna tell you why he couldn't go to the Commanders. Because Commanders got that one young boy. He got 2 last names, and he runs like Pacheco.
And they just picked up a running back too in free agency.
Yeah, that's why. But the Giants, I would agree with you with that, bro. I can see him behind Scatterboo for real. Because Scatterboo is he's the everyday down back. And then you could really bring Pacheco in on. To me, Pacheco's a first down back and a receiving back. He's not really like an every down back. But Kansas City's offense was based around passing. So that's why he fit there. Romeo Dobbs signs with the Patriots. Think it's a good move? 2 times what you think?
I think they overpaid for him, but that's another one of those. That's a Baltimore move. Let me go throw a crazy bag at him so nobody else can get him, and he won't say no to this because he wants the bag. So, and the fact that they're just coming off a Super Bowl, he can compete for a championship, and he's going to get the bag. So it was hell. He got all the wins in that one, and I think that New England got a quality wide receiver. But my thing is this: if I'm the New England's general manager, I'd also try to see if I can bring back Diggs to go with that, and I think that would really.
1-5. Before I let you go, but do you really release Diggs?
I don't know why because he didn't want to restructure his deal. That's why they let him go.
That's why I'm saying this. Why do you release Diggs? And you're signing Dobbs. Dobbs can play.
All right.
Diggs, you're getting older. Why do you not keep Diggs for just the receptions, the third down receiver,
the hard catches, the clutch catches, and third down.
You rely on Booty a lot, and you rely on your tight end a lot. So even though you're getting Dobbs, now you're making Dobbs Diggs, but you really wasn't throwing Diggs the ball except. I mean, that's his name. His name is Booty. I'm sorry. I mean,
you said Diggs, Booty, and his tight end. Sorry, it just hit me when you said that. I was like, what?
And I'm gonna tell you this: I'm not from New York, so I'm not pausing. So fuck.
I know it wasn't no pause. It was just funny. It was just funny how that went in order. It was just funny. I wasn't even thinking about that. It was just how that went in order when you said it.
I feel you. So 1-5. What you think about Dobbs going there?
I think they got worse at wide receiver for some of the reasons you mentioned. You get rid of Diggs, you don't have anybody that's really great at the craft of wide receiver in that.
Well, Booty came along as the year went on. He's a number 2 though. He's not a number 1. I agree with you.
Yeah, he's okay.
That means Dobbs is going to become the number 1. But I don't think Dobbs is the number 1. No. I think Dobbs is the number 2. Period. Yeah. On any team he go to.
That's what I'm saying.
Really, he could be a number 3 on one of the best squads in the league.
Well, Diggs ain't a 1 no more.
No, he's not.
But what I'm saying is if you bring Dobbs in and you keep Diggs can teach these young boys how to play wide receiver. He can teach leverages, breaks, all that good stuff that goes along with the craft of being a wide receiver. Because let's face it, the wide receiver is one of those skill sets that not everybody can do.
I agree.
Yeah. So, I'm sure, they all play in the NFL. They're good, but they don't have, that little something that Diggs had, because Diggs ain't as fast as he used to be. He was making
but he still
crap.
digs. He still digs. Yeah.
They need
All right.
somebody to take the edge off. I thought Shaheed would have been really good in the Patriots.
They don't want to pay him.
I know they don't,
The
but
Patriots don't want to pay nobody.
they could take the top off the defense.
I agree.
They may do that in the draft.
They might. I can see that. So I'm gonna speak for my team because it's the last two signings of the free agency that was big.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is a cornerback. We got Rick Willen from Seattle. Oh my God. 6'4", 200, run a 4.2. I said, you gonna put him across from and then you got my guy at slot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, I don't know what y'all think, but I have the best corner trio in the NFL right now. That's just facts. I don't. Nobody's better than what I have, and it's been proven over years that I got that. Rick Willen is a problem. He's a monster. He was trying to play receiver, and he transferred to cornerback. He was never going to be a cornerback. He told the story the other day. I wasn't going to be no corner.
He did the Richard Sherman.
Yeah, a coach said you should try corner. He went to corner, 6'4", 200 pounds, 4'2". Woo, stupid. Then you got my guy over here, Quinyon Mitchell, Guantanamo Bay. You not fucking with him. And then you got Coop at the slot. You not fucking with him. So my corners, I'm just talking corners. I ain't talking about safeties. My corners, I think, is the best three corners in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Period. It's hard to you can come up with a team that you think got some shit that's close, but if you really look at the numbers and how they all guard, it's a problem. 1-5, what you think about what we did for Rick Willen? 1 year deal.
Yeah, I think that was a fabulous move on your guys' end. Filled up some holes that you need. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That also either keeps Cooper DeJean in the nickel and dime packages, or that could move him to safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Sometimes what you think?
Yeah, it made a lot of sense.
I mean, it's a good deal as long as y'all make sure he doesn't do stupid shit like he did in the playoffs. But I mean, he's a great athlete. I mean, hell of a signing. But it's just he needs to make sure that he keeps all that stupid shit out the way and just keep his head in the game and not make stupid penalties. Yeah, it's like the penalties don't make any sense because you like to cost Seattle a Super Bowl doing shit like that, and that's the last thing any team needs. Because here's the thing: we're all trying to win a Super Bowl, and it don't make no sense to give a player a good deal only for him to turn around and screw you out of that championship you're running for. You know what I mean? But I kind of figured he would end up with y'all because of what y'all was doing, just as far as like letting some of your players go and things like that. And it's like y'all make calculated moves. So I definitely saw that because I feel like this. You sign him for 1 year, $15 million. He plays well, and then you extend him. I already see where that's coming.
Yeah, and then we got the 1 year deal for Dallas Goedert coming back. We saved $20 million on the cap because if we didn't sign him back, we was gonna lose $20 million against us. And the AJ Brown shit is dead. Just stop. Just please stop. I just.
If that was going to happen, it would already happen.
But this is my thing with national media, man. And this is a and 1-5, when you put this out, I want you to do Get Up, and I want you to do First Take.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking tired of it. AJ Brown is a fucking eagle, bro. He's a monster. We don't hate our player. He had a bad playoff game. It happens. We won a Super Bowl with AJ Brown. When AJ Brown is a top 5 receiver in this league. Just the fact that they thought that we was going to trade him to the Rams for Devontae Adams and some picks is dead. Devontae Adams is old.
Why the fuck would you do that?
This is what came out. They thought it was Puka Nacua at first. it was Devontae Adams. No, bro. We're not doing that. Social media, please stop. Just leave my team alone, man. Why do y'all hate us so
leave the
much?
Hennessy alone too. Stop drinking.
Just leave the Eagles alone, man. So with that being said, it's been a great free agency so far. Got a lot of shit coming up. The draft is in April. Like, share, comment what y'all thought about what we talked about. We're gonna rotate.
Hold on.
No. Go ahead. Go into what you want to do. Go ahead.
No. We need to talk about what the Jets did at quarterback.
I'm not talking about that.
No, I'm just saying. I made a joke, but I just knew that the motherfucker was gonna do that stupid shit.
I'm not talking. Did you not notice? He's not even announcing this shit.
I know. It was just funny.
My goal is I'm not talking no dumb shit. I don't give a fuck about Geno Smith. I don't want to talk about Geno Smith. Don't bring him up on this podcast. Geno Smith is irrelevant. That's the reason why he was at the Raiders last year. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that today. We're just not. I don't want to do it. It's a waste of our breath. Why are we talking about him? Why would I talk about him?
Because it was funny.
I told you Minka Fitzpatrick was going there. That's what matters. That's it. It ain't funny to me. It's disturbing. It's really disturbing.
The Jets are disturbing.
That's why I don't want to talk. I'm not entertaining no franchises on dumb shit. I'm not. So do we have anything in the NFL world that y'all want to talk about besides what I just talked about?
You forgot to mention Mike Evans signing with us.
I already told you that. I told you that before. I said that last week.
Joey Bosa signed with San Fran. So now
That's
they got
fine.
Bosa.
That's fine. We don't care about that either.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I didn't want
that. I don't.
I didn't want it yet.
I'm worried about real factors. It's not a real factor. Mike Evans did sign with the 49ers. We'll give him that. But the real factors, that's all I care about. I don't give a fuck about the Jets and what they do. They are so goddamn stupid and dumb. Until you start winning games, we're not talking about you. I don't want to. Geno Smith should be retired. Geno Smith, you're done.
What'd you think about Mooney to the Giants? Oh, it was
Darnell Mooney?
It's Mooney to the Giants.
Yeah, it is all right.
It's like Mooney been shopped around a lot of places.
Yep.
I ain't missing no sleep.
Other than Debo and maybe one or two other people, that's really
and that's what I said. I said this 2 times the other day. I'm waiting on Debo is the quietest free agent in NFL. And what I told him is, I said, I think he's talking behind the scenes. So we don't know where he's going. When Debo lands, we own that. Outside of that, fuck all the rest of you. I don't give a fuck what you do. You can sign with the Cucamonga Cracker Killers. I don't give a fuck. All right. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move to the NBA. I want to talk about this because I think it's gonna be a great conversation, and I want your opinion because I have my own opinion. Bam Adebayo, 83 points,
83
breaks the late great Kobe Bryant's record.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna say this. Kobe Bryant shot 18 free throws when he got 81. Bam Adebayo shot 43 free throws.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kobe Bryant hit 12 threes. Bam hit 7 threes. Bam Adebayo made 20 field goals. In the last 6 minutes of the game, Bam Adebayo shot 13 free throws. Not to mention his own team was fouling the Washington Wizards to get the ball back so he could break the record. So this is my thing with Bam Adebayo. Bam, congratulations. You broke the record. Did you break it significantly? Did you look great when you broke it? It looked great for 3 quarters. The first 3 quarters, nigga, you was balling. You was on your shit. But the 4th quarter, your team fucked you over. Your coach really fucked you over. Because you're fouling to break a record. Why? But I respect Bam, and I'm going to tell you why. Because during the game, Bam told the sideline and the coach, don't foul. I remember. I watched it live. Don't foul. Because he wanted to earn it. Respect that.
Mm-hmm.
This is my question. With the way he got 83 in the 4th quarter, do we put an asterisk right next to it? Or do we just say you got your 83?
Feels kind of Strahan-ish to me.
Like the sack record.
Yeah. I mean, records are made to be broke.
For sure.
At the end of the day,
Yes.
I can understand why Kobe fans and Laker fans feel a little disappointed by this one especially. I mean, what was the average age of the players on the Wizard? Like 20, 19, something like that.
They're tanking. they're tanking.
Know they had that many damn fouls. Yeah, I didn't even know they had that many damn fouls on a team to be able to put him on the free throw line.
43 times. Kobe shot 18 free throws.
I mean, you can't be mad at Bam. I mean, you can't be mad at Bam. He pretty much just did what they gave him.
That's why I said congratulations to Bam.
Yeah,
I can.
Yeah, I know he's been getting a lot of hate this week, man, but I'm not going to hate on him. Congratulate the man. He was on my fantasy basketball team. Got me over 100 points.
2 times, what do you think?
I'm going to say 2 words, 83 olives. So with that being said, people can hate on my man all they want to. I don't care how he did it. I can't see him to get an NBA championship. So I'll take 83 points as a runner-up gift, or as they say on game shows, a parting gift. I get everybody. It's Kobe hit 81 points in modern basketball. Wilt had 100. That's the real record. It's not really a record. I get it, but it is what it is. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was at work and I looked at that shit, I said, 83 what? Did I read? I was like, 83 points. Hey, I had to go in there and check. I said, man, my phone acted up. This motherfucker. I said, he scored 83 points this season. I was like, what are we talking about here? So I had to go in on a friend of mine on Facebook because he was trying to hate, and it's like, here's the thing I have on it, man.
But hold on, though. Is it really hate, though? How's it hate?
No, people can have their opinions, but some people were just downright acting like the man was on some villain shit. He just went out there and put his uniform on, just like we put our uniforms on and went to work.
But if you didn't watch the 4th quarter, then you don't know what we're talking about.
No, I watched the game on YouTube. I went back and watched the whole game.
So if you watched the game and you seen your team fouling the other team to get the ball back so he can score 80-plus points, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
If you don't want to get fouled, don't be on the court.
Man, stop playing that bullshit right now, bro. Don't do that. Please don't do that cornball shit. When my man scored 81, the game was close. If he don't score 81, we don't even win the game. You're up by 30, almost 40. Fouling to get the ball back to score 80. What the fuck are you talking about 2 times?
Because you're comparing Kobe to him, and I wasn't comparing him at all.
Comparing Kobe at all.
Then why are you bringing up what he talked about?
Because it makes no sense.
Come on, man.
Let me do this, right?
Come on.
Do this. Hold on. Wait, let's do this. Let's say it ain't Bam, right? Let's say it's Luka, right? Luka plays for me. If my Lakers are fouling the other team when Luka got 77 fucking points to pass Kobe Bryant, just to pass Kobe Bryant, I don't respect it, bro. That's not basketball. That's not even real basketball. Just cheating to get what you want. That's
But the
bullshit,
teammates
bro.
did that. Bam didn't go fouling people.
Hey,
He didn't go foul anybody.
who's your coach?
He didn't foul anybody.
I didn't blame. I'm not blaming. I said congratulations to Bam.
I never said you did.
But don't front like it's just 83. Like, oh, it's 83. Stop playing, bruh. It's bullshit. It is bullshit to the highest level. It is. He got it. It's cool. No disrespect. It's cool, but keep it G, bruh. Stop fronting. You gotta stop playing with me, bruh. Stop, bruh.
My thing is this: he didn't foul them folks. You just came in here and told me that the man told him not to foul the motherfuckers. They fouled him anyway.
1-5 if it's another team, he's got a whole different opinion on this shit. Whole different opinion. You so full of shit right now. Oh my God. You so full of shit right now. And you know you are. You know you are.
83 olives.
I know you. You full of shit.
I'm waiting for the commercial. 83 olives.
It's cool though. It's cool. Now I know how you think. Now I know how you really look. You full of shit, bro. That's full of shit. You know good and well that was unethical to the game, bro. Like
but that's what we live in now. That's how sports is.
Oh, now it's what we live in. But
that's what it's always been.
But you hate what we live in all the time.
I can't control it.
What? Now you can't control it.
Can I control it?
You are the most complaining ass motherfucker about what we live in. Now you can't control it. Man, stop, bro. Stop. Just keep.
You can complain at it and still not like it in the same.
It's fine. It's fine. It's your guy. I get it. No disrespect to him. He got 83. I'm not knocking that. But just be real, bro. Like we grew up in the age of real basketball, man. That was some.
But that shit is gone. These motherfuckers travel and do all types of goofy shit.
That was some washed soft shit, bro. Just be honest. Like, even if he got it, you could be like, bro, yeah, you right. It's washed. Facts, bro. Like, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. You're lying, bro. You're lying. I'm catching you lying right now. You're lying. It's fine, though. It's your guy. I get it. I'm going to move on. Shout out to Bam. Congratulations, Bam. I'm not mad at you, bro. You ain't got your shit. I respect you because you told your coach don't foul. That's why I respect you. But as far as your organization and your team go, y'all fuck boys. Fuck the whole Miami Heat staff. Fuck all of y'all. You're corny. That's why you're
never. Hey, every year he finds a way to hate my team.
You'll never win a title again.
Hey, the Miami Heat are your Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, how he feels about the Pittsburgh Steelers, you feel about my team.
You've been ass for years. Your ass. Sick of that shit. Your ass. Don't come on here talking that Miami Heat shit no more. Your ass is fuck.
The Miami asses.
You're Miami clowns. Fuck you talking about. All right.
He hates it.
Another thing. Shout out to SGA for breaking Wilt Chamberlain's record. He went even further today. 128 games, 20 plus points. SGA is a problem. So this is my question to the pod. Who wins the NBA MVP this year?
Hell, who's eligible? I mean, motherfuckers have missed 39 games apiece.
No, it's SGA. It's SGA. It's Joker. It's Luka. It's Wemby. It's Cade Cunningham. And it's your boy from Boston, Jaylen Brown. Who wins?
Cade Cunningham. Because the Joker really doesn't have a realistic chance of winning, even though he's putting up stats because of his eligibility. Because they said, well, we got one more game to miss. He can't miss for one more game. That's like that motherfucker. Hey, that's like motherfuckers we work with. Yeah, they got so many points and they fired.
So if you ask me who the MVP is off of the most valuable player on their team, Cade Cunningham or Jaylen Brown, what they've done with those teams this year, but I think SGA is going to repeat.
Me too. I think SGA is going to repeat. Joker got the best statistics because he's a triple-double magnet. Kay Cunningham he deserves it.
Mhm.
And Jaylen Brown deserves it, but they're going to give it to SGA because the fact he broke Will's record and the record they had when they started the year, and they players was hurt when he had this record. Like, people forget, when they had that record, they had a lot of players out hurt that's in the starting lineup. Like, SGA is a fucking problem, bro. He's the truth. And I won't be surprised we win it. I just won't. 1-5.
Mhm.
NBA thing as far as the championships, we're gonna do that next week. Definitely gonna do it next week.
That's
I don't
fine.
even want to do it right now. We want to hold on to that because that's gonna be good. I want to make sure it's really, really good.
Good.
Let me get into NCAA, and then we're gonna get out of here. I have some complaints, but I have valid shit too. So the ACC champion is Duke. Big East champion is St. John's. They blew out UConn by 20. I mean, beat the brakes off their ass. Big 12 champ Arizona. Arizona been raw all year. SEC champ Arkansas, raw all year. ATN champ VCU beat Dayton today. It was disappointing, but Dayton.
They beat
Great
their ass
season,
too.
Dayton. Great season, Dayton. Big Ten champ Purdue. I was happy they beat Up North, busted their ass. But this is my problem. This is my problem. I've seen the brackets. The first four in is Miami of Ohio's in the first four in, which I don't agree with. I don't think they should be first four in. I think they should be in the tournament. Ohio State made the tournament. I don't think they should have. I think UD should have made it over Ohio State. That's just me. Who do y'all feel like made it that shouldn't have made it, and who should have been in instead?
I mean,
Iowa maybe shouldn't have made it. Penn. Did Penn win the Ivy League?
Penn won the Ivy League. Yep.
And
yeah, because they do busted
You gotta
their ass. He
remember,
had like
all them
44.
teams,
Maybe
all them
10
teams, all them
against-
weird ass teams I didn't name, they
Yeah.
made it. Tennessee
Yeah.
was ass this year. They was getting their ass whooped.
Georgia,
Georgia
Missouri.
got their ass whooped all year. Missouri did too.
Yeah, I would say Ohio State should be in before Georgia or
I'll
maybe-
give you that. But I don't think Georgia
I
should be
agree
in
with
before
that.
UD. I don't think
Yeah,
it should
I
be in
agree
before
with
UD.
that. Miami should have definitely been in the tournament.
Yes.
And
That
then
first four in bullshit, that's bullshit.
I know. I think I know why they did it though.
No, we know
Missouri
why. They
like it.
schedule was
Well,
their
they're
schedule was
saying their
ass,
schedule was
and they
weak.
lost in the tournament.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of close games against a lot of sorry ass teams, whether they won or lost.
Right.
Yeah. Hey.
But the regular season, I can't take this from them. Undefeated in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I'm gonna say, how the fuck do you lose to the Big Ten championship game and still become a number one seed? I don't like shit like that.
I know this ain't popular and it's probably not good for the tournament, but Kentucky probably shouldn't even be in it.
No. But I'm gonna tell you why there's two times what you just said. Because if you watch, I watched Up North all year. They only lost 3 games, and they was really
I know that,
good.
but they lost their fucking
And-
conference.
And they got cheated by Duke. The game that Duke beat them, they shouldn't have lost that game.
No, I get that, but Purdue was beating their ass all game.
But that's the thing. It's the conference tournament. If I catch you on a great day, bro, I can beat your ass.
But my thing is this: how you gonna be a number one and you ain't number one in your conference? That's I always hated shit like
They
that.
are number one in the conference.
They didn't win their conference.
They were number
Tournament.
one in the conference all year.
I get that, but they didn't. But
you
Tournament.
can't.
I've never liked it. They've been doing that for years, but I never like it. That's the same. That's always my complaint when they do that shit. I never like that.
But you know you can't.
You can't win you can't lose in the NFC Championship and still go to the goddamn Super Bowl. So my thing is this: that doesn't make any sense.
Who would you put in the number one seat instead of them?
So what I'm saying is, if we don't do that, then you're telling me the regular season doesn't matter.
No, what I'm saying to you is there's probably a couple of other teams that was ended up being 2 seed that could have probably been better suited for that.
Did you watch college basketball this year?
I watched college basketball.
Did you watch?
Look, Michigan is a good team. They're a very good team. They're one of the best teams in the country. But my thing is this: you can't lose in your goddamn. I get it. They've been doing it for years. I wish this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. I've been complaining about this for I don't even. Hell, I can't tell you the last when I first started complaining about it. I just never fucking liked it. That's all it is. We don't gotta go back and worry about it. I'm just saying. That was one of my complaints about it. That was the only complaint I had.
I feel what you're saying. But Michigan is 31-3.
Great record. Great record.
Michigan, hold on. Michigan won the regular season championship in the Big Ten.
No.
I just don't.
Then why? But then my thing is this: why do we play the conference tournament if it don't matter then?
It's the same reason why we play the conference championship in the college football, and the team that lost still be ranked higher than the motherfucking.
I don't like that shit there either.
Hold on. They still win. They can still rank higher if the motherfucker's sorry than them. I get what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. I'm just saying, you know how this roll, bro. You know how to roll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you always not like. You don't like college politics anyway, though. That's what you stand on.
No,
you stand on that. So
no.
I'm not. So it's not like you saying what you're saying, and I'm going like this, bro. You don't never say that. No, this is what you say. So if anybody on Pie hearing this shit, bro, stand on this. He been standing on this for years. So it's not like he's saying something left. But the reason why I'm going against it is because I already knew they was gonna do it.
And they got some impressive wins. I'm not taking that away from Michigan. I just don't like that shit.
And they're 31-3, and they're only 31-3 because they lost to Purdue.
But my thing is this: if they're number one, but this is my art. This is my real. This year is a good. This is the reason why I can really say this shit. They're 31-3 and number one seed in the tournament. Miami, Ohio, won there is 31-1, and they're in the first four fucking in.
But who did you play?
Oh, I get it.
That's your argument. Hold on. That's his argument every year. Who did you play? That's a 2 times argument. You say that in football. You go, well, who the fuck did you play? That's
I'm still with that. I'm still with that. It just makes that look crazy this year. Now, if Miami U wouldn't have went what they went and got where they got, then I would have been like, I just would have stayed with that lane just by itself. But I had to be like, this year, now that looks really stupid.
Of Ohio should be no further than a number 2 or number 3 seed right now. Mm-hmm. That's me. That is me. I mean, number 2 or number fucking 3, bro.
Yeah, they gave High Point 30-4 a 12 seed. You know what I mean? And they play West.
Because they probably won their conference championship.
And if my life depended on it, I can't tell you what state they play in.
I couldn't tell you. I don't either. Hey, bro, they play at High Point, New Hampshire. We don't know.
Hey, they're right across the street from the United States, the University of the United States.
Thanks, bro. Like, who the fuck do you play for, bro?
Hey, put that shit on your resume.
I think they play Holy Cross and them like I don't even know what the fuck Holy Cross.
Duquesne, like. The Citadel, Siena, Holybrook. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one five. I'm gonna be honest. If you was to take a head-to-head with Miami against all them teams we just named, Miami will bust they motherfucking
bust they shit.
Bust they motherfucking
They busted Queens, North Carolina's ass for sure. They probably gonna bust Howard's ass.
Who they got first round though? They in the first 4. Who they got?
Yeah. Who?
Who did Miami got? Miami.
Oh, SMU.
I'm gonna be honest. If I could go to that game, I'm going. Fuck it.
Hey, our job says differently. He said, we ain't have no blood drive. You ain't going.
He said, no, my brother, you got to get your own.
Hey, nobody on this pod going to be allowed to go anywhere near that motherfucker. We going to be, hey, somebody going to be delivering packages and we going to be taking blood.
And then they got Lehigh and Prairie View.
Lehigh makes it every year.
Then they got
Lehigh is like the North Dakota State of goddamn college basketball. They're always in the tournament.
yeah.
Hey,
Howard,
everybody,
Williams,
don't
DC,
tell me no more. 2 times.
North
1
Carolina.
5, don't tell me no more. No. No. Stop.
Texas
Just
made it
stop.
18 and 14.
Stop. We're getting out of here. Let's go to our side. Let's go to the side notes, man. I'm done. This shit's stupid as fun. All right. 1 5 out of last week. It's your week now. 2 times. What is your side notes for today and your birthdays? I know that's what you got for us.
You know that's what I got, dog. So happy heavenly birthday to Barry Bonds' dad, Bobby Bonds. He would have been 80 today. It's crazy. He been dead a long time. I don't feel like it. He been dead almost 20-some years. But happy birthday to Harold Baines, Hall of Famer. He's 67 today. Strong ass Terry Cummins. He's 65 today.
Milwaukee Bucks, boy.
Hey, he grown man strong, like they said on the podcast. He don't even lift weights. You know what I'm saying? He just go to work. You know what I'm saying? One of 1-5's favorites, Mike Tomlin. He's 54 today. I always find a Steeler to mention for you. That's my new job. Find a Steeler.
Hines Ward was last week.
Hey, Kerry Bradshaw's gonna be next week.
Right. He be mad as fuck.
Both of them right here.
Hey. He ain't shit worse than I hate the Seahawks and the Rams, man. Combined.
Get the half.
And last but not least, Kevin Euclid, 47 today.
Boston!
Big Boston Red Sox. And that concludes my birthdays for the day.
Red Sox Nation, baby.
I can't believe he's 47, man.
He too. He old. What's your side note, baby?
Oh man, my side note is the NCAA tournament has got too many damn teams in it.
They trying to add more.
Yeah, I know. Not everybody deserves to make a tournament. You know what I mean? College football needs to add a couple. College needs to cut a couple. And that's it. But did you guys hear? Soccer has taken over the number 3 spot in U.S. as far as popularity goes. Beating
I can
out
see that.
baseball.
I can see that.
And hockey.
Yeah, because they brought the biggest names into the regular states to play on real teams in the cities.
Okay.
Like Ronaldo, Messi. Messi plays for LA. Or Miami. He plays for Miami.
Well, you know, they got teams in every state now. We got Columbus Crew, Cincinnati's got a team. I mean, they're doing a good job with soccer. It's not my sport, but hey, it's somebody else's, and salute to
Dayton
them.
needs one.
Right.
Dayton,
My side note is very simple. I want to give a shout out to my lady because she's bought tickets for me to see my favorite team play opening day against the Reds. The Boston Red Sox will be in town on the 26th. Opening day in Cincinnati will be turned the fuck up. I will be there. I will be lit. I'm going to have one of these mics on me. So I'm going to get coverage of what we do. And I'm going to fuck around. And we're going to have coverage of me at the game. That's one of my goals. And I just want to say shout out to my baby for that. I love you, baby. And shout out to my guys, man. Like we're really great at what we do.
High Point's in North Carolina. In High Point, North Carolina.
I'm done. All right, so every time we do this, man, everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. These two crazy motherfuckers do it with me. We do it on God. Young Money, Bad News, Cozy of Star Money Click, no more rap in the world, BMC for life. I also have Legendary coming. It is crazy. 1-5, other Cozy of Star Money Click, no one producing the world. Punishment Vodka sponsors every show we do. Read the bottom line. He's waiting on the first round pick. Jimmy 2 times, my brother from another mother. It's madness time. That means White Castle and games, and we drunk as fuck. He also has a lot of teams, and he's my brother from another mother, like I said. We had a great time with y'all. Y'all will get y'all money tomorrow and all week. And y'all also stay prayed up because God got y'all as long as y'all pray up. We out, baby.
Assalamu alaikum, baby.
Star money draped in gold, we sipping on success. Diamonds make moves, icy wrists stay fresh. Dating lights flicker, shadows of the best. Click rolling deep, never failing, no test. I'm the man, star money's glow. Diamonds dance, watch them show. Click together, never solo. Ohio's finest, let 'em know.